What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Why?
The Dragon Slayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
Dogs growl at cats, cats hiss at the dogs. A noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss. And should anything happen to Princ Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
Fajn. Zrovna tady mám s Filipou takovou obchodní schůzku a vběhne sem nějaký šlechtic z Ilimánova. Myslím, že jste pochopili dobře, sedláci chtějí vzít na vidle prince Stennise. A na nás bude asi, abyste ho buď zachránili, nebo se připojili na stranu sedláků. Bude to na nás, ale nemělo by to být na nás, my máme být neutrální. Každopádně vítám vás u našeho dalšího partu z hry Zaklínač 2 vrahové králů. V dnešním kratším partě se podíváme kolem otázky se Stennisem. Co se z toho vyvrbí, jestli ho zabijou nebo ne. Pokud jste si všimli, tak mám nový meč, nový ocelový meč, který jsem dostal. Gvihir. Tento meč jsem dostal, tento meč jsem si nekoupil, starý meč už jsem prodal. To byla ta otrávená zarikánská šavle, to už jsem dávno prodal. Stříbrný meč máme stejný, skoro všechno máme úplně stejný, jenom boty mám kedvenský a ne už temerský. Jinak žádná změna. Žádná změna, vyběhneme nahoru a uvidíme, co se tam děje.
They say someone cast a spell, and the Virgin fell as it.
The commoners claim it's our princes do.
Sir! Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
What's stopping them?
The knights, Adernian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard. He'll use any excuse to raid and plunder.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries gold looted from the lords in some gorge. Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Skill and Burden. I keep order in Vergen. Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails! Stop! Yorvath. Squirrels. Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Princ Stennis and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Where's the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off! We need to act quickly.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Takže rychle musíme vyšetřovat, stává se z nás detektiv a musíme rychle vyšetřovat, jestli v tom má Stennis prsty nebo ne. Tak jo, zeptáme se hlavně názoru a potom skočíme za tím...
I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing, because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, I venture Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honor of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
See you at the inn.
Tak nějaký Torak, přesně ten Torak, kterého jsme zabili v minulém partu. Ten trpasličí kovář, ještě se zeptáme tady šlechty a to s námi asi nechce mluvit. Co sedláci? Jejich názory by se nám docela hodili.
Why is he lingering about like the stench in a dwarven hovel?
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He'd better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
Farewell.
Asi všechno, co... Mluvit s vesničanama, to je vždycky zábava, to proudí inteligence všude. No nic, každopádně nějaký ty názory jsme získali a teďka ještě se můžeme zeptat Zoltána, ale... Ne, jdeme, promluv si s podezřelým sedlákem, uděláme první věc, promluvíme si s podezřelým sedlákem. Třeba to nemůžeme pokecat a tady je náš podezřelý sedlák. To není on, nemluv s ním.
I don't know you.
You caused quite a commotion. Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see nothing.
I don't want to hurt you, I really don't. But I'll cut your arm off if I have to.
No, please!
So tell me what you saw.
I heard the priest talking with the prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave, I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was putting Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. He wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, "Just clear the servants from the kitchen." Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
No dobře, vím, kde je knězův dům, takže se tam podíváme, je vlastně v té tržní čtvrti. A nevěřím, že by to mohl udělat právě Stennis, protože by tím podbodával morálku Edirnu a vlastně tohle horního. On sice horní Edirn nebojuje přesně za Edirn, bojuje za své vlastní věci, ale přesně jako mají zrovna válku s Kedvenským královstvím a on by jednu z největších nadějí otrávil. Tím by si vlastně zničili své vlastní království, je to k ničemu, takže sice je to takový nevychovaný, egoistický spratek, ale nevidím ho z toho. Podíváme se k tomu Olcanovi, ten je pryč. A je to tady zničený, tak jo, zvláštní aura. Najdeme něco důležitýho, nějaký dopis, cokoliv. Olcanovi zápisky. Podíváme se, co jsme našli, Olcanovi zápisky. Je vidět, že měl objednaný právě ten pohár. Něco mi říká, že Olcan v tom má něco společného, ale Stennis ne. Tak, ty trpaslíci se zmínili o Thorakovi, takže za ním, teda respektive půjdeme jenom do jeho domu, protože jsme ho v minulém partu s jeho 2 kumpány zabili a máme klíč. A teď si ukážeme tam, kam ten klíč pasuje. Neříkám, že ten úkol stihnu, jako, že většinou už nezbyde čas a Stennis se objeví a už musíte jednat, takže nakonec nenajdete, kdo je viník nebo ne. A kde to je? Jo, už tam budem. Takže nakonec nevíte, kdo je viník nebo ne, musíte prostě jednat podle dobro, jako kdybyste nechali Stennise u toho, tak on je poslední jedině, kdybyste ho nechali zlinčovat a oni by ho zabili, tak by vymřel po meči Edirnský rod a s Edirnem by byl konec a pravděpodobně i s horním Edirnem. Jo, chtěl jsem k Olcanovi. Tady je nový nějaký trpaslík, Buvard. Ten získal jeho dům, ale ještě se podíváme na jednu truhlu našeho bývalého obyvatele tohoto domu. Tak, tady to je, máme ten klíč, doporučuji ten úkol s Baltimorovou noční můrou udělat ještě předtím, než se vrhnete právě do tohoto úkolu. Nákres na pevný stříbrný meč ze žlutého meteoritu, 224 orénů a Olcanovo potvrzení. Dostali jsme novou úroveň, což je úžasný, protože jsem održel objednaný. Jo. Potvrzení o přijetí poháru vydané reverendem Olcanem. A co můžeme udělat teďka? Tak vlastně jsme splnili úkol, který má název Podezřelý Thorak. Takže to jsme splnili. Thorak s tím má něco společného. A co tady máme dál? Získej více informací nebo s pomocí Cecila najdi knězův dům. To už jsem udělal. Našel jsem jeho dům. Tam jsme našli ty zápisky. A kam teď? Asi se vrátíme na místo činu, zpátky za Stennisem. Ale bojím se, že nás to hold hodí do něčeho, do čeho se nechceme dostat. No, každopádně jdeme zpátky. Zeptal bych se ještě Marigolda a Zoltana, ale asi už to nestihneme.
Enough of this charade! Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Princ Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox, taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The witch is right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
Teď se musíme svým způsobem rozhodnout, jak jsem říkal. Buď to se připojíme na stranu sedláků a necháme zlinčovat Stennise a tím vymře Edinskane rod po meči, nebo se připojíme na stranu Stennise, což moc nechci dělat, já ho moc nemusím, je to takový egoistický sviňák, slušněji řečeno, ale ztratilo by hodně a on asi za to pravděpodobně nemůže, protože by odsoudil své vlastní království, kdyby ho trávil Sasky, pokud teda není tak retardovaný, kdyby to udělal, je to možný, jako, já nevím, ale...
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold, everyone knows that!
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanted to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes, his serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Bergen wants to kill Saskia, and even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis' leash like a dog.
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married lady, he's surely fucking her?
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stennis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest's tune? Olcan got what he deserved when Henselt cleaved his head. Now it's Stennis' time.
There is no proof the prince agreed.
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself, but allowed her to be poisoned.
Přesně, jenom se dohaduješ, prostě, teď se jenom ukazuje prstem, nic jinýho, žádný důkazy nemáte, tak...
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world. And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Edern? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Edern, can judge me.
Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you?
I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign!
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not. We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure. And royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No. Anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
Takže dobře, to bychom měli, královská krev se ale nevyřešila. Potřebujeme královskou krev. Stennis teďka bude hnít. Ve vězení můžeme se klidně na něj podívat, ale nám to úplně zbytečně, protože potřebujeme krev a budeme muset jít za mlhu. A to bude v příštím partě. V příštím partě bude speciální part, kde se podíváme za mlhu do kedvenského tábora. Vlastně druhá strana barikády. Kdybyste nehráli za Vernona, tak právě tam budeme plnit úkol. Někdy přemýšlím, že bych mohl udělat nějaký alternativní konec, kde bych ukázal nějaký úkoly právě v kedvenském táboře, protože některé ty úkoly jsou dost zajímavý a dost zábavný. No tak, to bylo v tomto partu všechno. Stennise se neušetřili před linčováním. A tady ho máme. Náš princ Stennis zavřený v kopce. Tu jeho krev už nedostanu. Ale Adam Kampangraf, na to si určitě pamatujete, problémy s trolama. No nic, takže to by bylo všechno. V příštím partě se podíváme za tu mlhu a už se nám to blíží ke konci. Tahle kapitola se nám blíží ke konci. Druhá kapitola, myslím, že cca takový 2 party. Pokud nepočítám tento part, tak už zbývají 3 party do konce této kapitoly. A jak už jsem říkal, poslední kapitola je tou nejkratší kapitolou. Takže to uteče rychle. Ani se. Promluvte si s Filipou Eilhart, to udělám mimo natáčení a projdu mlhu, to taky udělám mimo natáčení a uvidíme se asi na druhé straně barikády. Jelikož stejně vy víte, jak to funguje v té mlze a mě tam padají FPS, takže tam já jaksi tak si ani nechci bejt. Ale víte, že musíme procházet s tou sobou a všude se to tam mele a sem tam se objeví nějaký ten přelud, který vám zabrání tu vaši bariéru a vy musíte chvilku bojovat. Laicky sečeno prostě, už jste to viděli a není třeba to znova ukazovat. a uvidíme se na druhé straně mlhy už v příštím partu, abyste to trochu urychlili. Dobře, to je všechno, už do toho nebudu kecat a uvidíme se u dalšího partu, takže naschle.